Okay. I guess I can load up yours. Let me quit WoW's. You guys played him on North. Okay.
Is there a stream link posted?
And Charlie Chat.
Charlie chat? Okay.
Honestly, I don't know what happened. I know they played a couple tonight. I hopped into one game. That was the one game I played. So they had another. I guess it was a Shima comp they faced, and they won again somehow. Honestly, at this point with this level, I really think everyone's just kind of memeing it at the lower level.
I mean, have fun with it. Why not?
I mean, and it's not just the lower levels. I mean, they're memeing it all the way.
Are they?
Well, no, they were still Gale, even.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Alright, so your lineup is Yamato, Double Henry, Zhao, Stalingrad, Moscow, Shima. Yeah, it's a pretty good lineup. Got 2 radars. That's good. Shima's a good all around DD.
Wait, when did Pilot get a stun?
It's a
Great question.
So I don't know if you want to talk through. Did you guys notice their comp right away?
Oh no, we noticed. We were like, oh shit. It was Magic and Pilot calling. Magic the on flank. Me and Splin were kind of communicating back and forth through the flank. It was me, Splint, and Five on the off flank. I guess you could call it on off flank, and the rest of the guys over at C.
So your main flank is C then? Or
I believe, yeah.
Okay.
Because we needed a.
I was gonna say that's a good call against this. If you guys were to rush AB, they have Henrys that are so fast that by the time you get to A, they're just gonna reposition or something.
Yeah. So Five, I know, ended up going up too far. And I told Splint right away, hey, I'm going to go stern tank because I'm not going to try to push and do the Henry. Because here in a couple seconds, not seconds, but a couple, we have pretty much the entire Henry flank coming towards us with a Yamato and I think 2 Henrys on their side.
So one thing you said Five overextended. When we saw this comp, and it was the same exact team, same exact comp, it was probably like within a game or two of each other. We instantly told our Moskvas and Stalingrads to play far back until we know exactly where they're going to be, and these guys did like a 6-1 split. So I don't know if it seems like they're doing that same thing here. So keeping your Moskvas especially a little bit further back at the start is a good call. Until you know where they're going, then push up. Because it was me and MS. I was on a Henry. MS was on a Stalingrad on our flank. We saw one Henry, focused him down, killed him, and then pushed up. So that's one thing I would notice with this comp, or anytime you see one of these compositions. Know that, like, hey, Moskva, it's a pretty stationary big ship, and Henrys have 50mm pen. It needs to be in a safe space.
Also, I noticed your Shima's going pretty far north.
Yeah, I don't know who our Shima player was. I can't remember. Oh, it's TD. Yeah, I don't know what happened on that side. Magic was calling. I was busy trying to focus out 3-4 Henry.
Best case scenario, he runs through, but these Henrys are already pushing in, so his torps are going to be useless.
Yeah, I think he's thinking, I can torp this Yamato, but then the Yamato moves forward and all of a sudden he can't anymore.
Yep.
He's definitely going for the Yamato.
I'm trying to find broadside targets. Meanwhile, I'm doing all this. I'm just trying to find mixed click on that one.
Henrys aren't going to give them to you.
Actually, you would be surprised, Gooski.
Not too. I mean, what I mean is, like, they're usually just a push down your throat ship, or they're far away. You can get them, but don't be looking for them. That's one of my big faults as a Henry player, that I've spent too much time looking for those too, and I'm learning to shut it up as I'm getting more comfortable in Henry.
Okay, so just HE typically, unless you see something like absolutely.
I mean, especially against another Henry, they're they're not very maneuverable, but your shell like takes so long to get to the target that their shitty maneuverability makes up for it.
And especially if they're pushing into you, because they're not going to be turning out. Like at this point, I don't think they're going to give you many long enough to explore.
If you wanted those shots, you should have speed boosted and gone to the 1-2 line. You would have 4 broadsides right now.
But you also would have gotten focused down and died.
Not necessarily.
If I mean,
They were focused on that Moskva. Your Moskva is going to die. It'll at least put you in a good position. Because right now they can.
Also, another thing is at the beginning, you guys kept switching which Henry you were shooting at. You guys, as a flank, should have decided on one Henry and just focused him down. And
I think, at that point, I think Magic Pilot brought something up to me and explained to me like, all right, let's focus on this one right here. And this is when I call focus fire. He's like, you guys need to choose one and go. And I didn't realize Splendid actually died either. And then I realized I pulled too far away from him. He dies at some point.
I'd say you're in a good spot as long as you can keep shots on target. You know,
Yeah, you guys are losing spotting now, but now all these Henrys are going to charge at you, which you're in a pretty good spot to slow them down and make them useless for a while, at least with this island.
Yeah. Hey, that was a good call. Yay, me.
I'd stick with HE because he's going to turn in, though.
I don't think I got Citadels until close to the end. I still was doing 8k to him per sub.
That's the thing about Henry. Unless you get the Citadels, its AP isn't too great.
Too great? Okay.
And again, I'm making these very similar mistakes because I'm not used to playing competitive Henry as much, and now I'm like learning these pretty quickly.
Okay. I think I was hitting...
Go ahead, sorry.
Was I hit too far up for Citadels on that Henry?
Henry has spaced armor, so it's pretty trollish. Like, you could be aiming perfectly, and it's just like, nah.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of pens that don't do any damage.
Like, these two Henrys, you are actually good to be shooting AP, because the chance that you get Citadels is pretty high, and...
Yeah, I mean, they're fully broadside, so like that's just fine.
Yeah. This like last like 30 seconds or a minute with these two guys, we're not talking necessarily about that, or I'm not at least.
No.
10k salvo, that's good.
And I ended up pushing up because they didn't want the Yami focus down, so they wanted to get out, try to take some of the fire. But honestly, at this point, they were too focused on trying to take out the rest of our Yami, especially.
It's good you guys are still focusing on Legionnaire, I hope.
I believe so. That's what they were.
You don't really have many other people shooting at him besides the battleship and you, so.
Yeah.
Also, another thing I've noticed, you have not popped your speed boost all game yet.
Yeah, that was a mistake I made.
I mean, for the most part, Henry should pop them immediately on pretty much every map. Unless you spawn like right next to your objective that you need to go for whatever your plan is, pop it.
Okay. Yeah, because that was that Kaiser saying that? Saying I should, if I got out of the 1-2 line, because if I pop my speed boost, I would have had a lot more crossfire.
Yeah, I said that, but yeah, you would have set up a natural crossfire where they would have had to angle to you or your Moskva.
Okay.
In the initial start.
I just didn't want to leave Splin too far back. That's what my concern was.
You could leave the Zhao there because the Zhao does great HE damage to Henry's. So either you or the Zhao has got to get out to the 1-2 line, and since you're the faster ship, you can do it. If not, the Zhao can do it with stealth, but the Zhao's not going to really get out far enough against Henry's.
Okay.
But I mean, also, it's here and there, but.
And at this point, they're talking. Well, not really. They're kind of going over with Battleship what happened. He went a little more broadside.
I mean, I think Battleship did fine. He got plenty of Henry full pens, and
he lasted
there was nothing really he could have done.
He lasted a lot longer than I did in our game, and I was the Battleship.
Yeah, it seems like, there's not much you could do. You're just going to get overwhelmed. And the best you could do is live as
I mean,
long
yeah,
as he can.
he did fine. Like he let everyone target him. He's got the full HP, and then just all the cruisers abused the broadsides. So
this is again a good time to use that AP because they're not looking to dodge your shells. They're so focused.
Yeah, then I get Yami suddenly, hey, look at Yami towards me.
You should be still focusing, unless that Henry, I guess, is charging your Shima.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, was help our Shima out. And I know the entire time they were telling TD to go back towards C. Not C.
You probably could have killed Goiter Ninja.
Yeah, no, they finally said something. I was just so focused on... I was thinking I could take out the Henry in a couple salvos, honestly, and it just didn't happen.
He speed juke and he aimed a little high there. I think, unless it's gonna prove me wrong and get a bunch of citadels. Nope.
No, I aimed too high. He goes down there. And I don't know.
Launch your torpedoes. Oh.
I did. I missed. He ended up turning in really far in. So I was like, well, I'm at 600 health. I'm just gonna do this real quick.
You could be shooting that Henry right now. You could easily have blapped him. Well, probably not blapped, but you could have done a good chunk.
Oh.
Which might have given your Henry enough to kill him.
Yeah.
If you had battleship guns, that would have been a decent shot on that Yami, but I don't think you're going to get those cheek citadels.
No, you can actually get them with the Henry.
Not the way he was turning in.
Yeah, not that angled, but if it's like a nice 45-degree angle, you can get them.
Right, but not when he's turning bow in towards you.
And I honestly think, looking at this, I think Magic should have come back instead of going all the way up to B or A and leaving the Yami, me, and TD by ourselves.
Yeah, and that kind of rush down comp, I think sticking together and focusing fire, like keeping each other alive, is gonna.
Like you'll see in our game, like we realize very quickly that we can easily get the caps because they don't have anything to contest the caps. But we don't plan on winning by points. The points will just allow us to like stall and push back for longer while we try to see which team wins by killing the other one.
Okay. Yeah, we keep getting screwed over pretty much. We keep seeing these Henry comps pushed down with double Henry, triple Henry, whatever, and we don't have the communication or just, I guess, mindset to take that down, and we just keep getting just screwed over and over again by Henry comps, like the one where we can't counter our own comp essentially.
Like, oh no, he's down charging me, and then I'm like, oh wow, he's down really
It's the meta for a reason. It's difficult to deal with, but.
Of course, I was
to be fair, MS and I did
recording, so we'll deal with the music.
Yeah, you slapped him hard there at the end.
What the ever living?
I have the stream muted. I'm just going by Discord chat.
Okay.
They can't prevent the cap, so we literally just cap and we win.
That's got a good point.
Yeah, so BA off the start.
Yeah, they can't radar.
Yeah, so we go for AB cap. And we have a very conservative off flank. And I'm just waiting.
Do we have a conservative, like, strong flank too? Like, do we push on?
By the way, who's calling this?
No, we don't push.
We
just have to prevent them from flanking and getting into the cap.
Grusky, but in practice, everybody's kind of calling.
Hide towards like the top part of that island around the corner.
Or maybe even back here.
So, like, you see immediately, we're talking about where to position our Moscows more conservatively.
You might want to mute your mic on your OBS.
They're probably just going to be aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive.
If you're coming through the
talk,
YouTube
just
stream.
pause the stream real quick or something.
Alright, so yeah, sorry. You can hear how we're talking immediately on where we want to position our Moscows, because they're really vulnerable against this composition. What?
Okay.
You're echoing through OBS.
Okay.
You can just mute the stream.
Yeah.
Because it's paused right now, so it's not going.
Yeah, I'm muting the audio there on the recording. Because now it's not as important. I can talk through the rest.
Yeah, that's fair.
But no, I heard all that. So, with you guys, since you guys kind of been together for a while, you guys kind of just all call and just see what everyone thinks, kind of like opinion type stuff.
Yeah, basically. Like most of us have the experience. We've been playing together. In fact, this particular team is pretty much all the people that have been playing together since the beginning. Lark's the newest guy there, but all of us have been playing together for a long time. So that part, we all know what to do, what not to do. We know how to communicate with each other, and we know what each other can and cannot do. In fact, if you look at the pairing, it's me and MS. I'm in the Henry here, he's in the Stalin. Kozuro and Lark are paired together. And then the off flank is Lobster and Kaiser. Lobster's in the Zhao, Kaiser's in the Moskva. And Viking is kind of just support for all sides. And in a way, I never even really realized it, but we kind of split up our team into 3 teams of 2, and then the battleship's kind of on their own team, and we adjust on that.
I see that.
So something to note is they, at least, I don't know, I didn't see how your battleship was, he lasted a lot longer than I did, so I don't know if it was their tactic or if he positioned himself differently, but I was the first ship dead.
Yeah.
It felt like there wasn't much that I could do about it aside from, if we could do it again, I would have positioned myself way further back.
One thing I want to point out is right here, we all were paying attention right here and made callouts that they're massively over C. And MS and I immediately know, okay, there's probably 1, maybe 2 Henrys here. Because I think at this point we haven't seen one of their Henrys. So MS and I know we can probably 2v2 other Henrys, but we don't want to go full balls to the wall at them, because then it's a 2v2 fight, and that's a fair fight. You don't want a fair fight. So right here, I was actually going to pass him up and try to get an angle on him, and then MS made a call that we just focus this guy down, because he starts turning in and running at us, and MS, I think he might even be like a Chad Henry build, because MS is out spotting him. I don't think the Henry is really fired yet, so we just make the decision to stop me right here, and we both just focus him down. So that there's a guaranteed kill. We're thinking, all right, there's still probably 1 more Henry over here, because there's 3 Henrys on the other side. They have 6 total. Maybe there's 1 more Henry, 3 total Henrys over here in total, but we haven't seen that yet. We're all paying very close attention to the map. See, this is where I'm talking about. I get trolled by broadsides and stuff, but I realized it pretty quickly. I fired 1 salvo too much.
And that back gun seems to be taken out all the time when you're trying to hit citadels on raid.
Yeah. So right now, all their other Henrys appeared. So MS makes the call, notices it before I do that. All of their Henrys are towards C. He tells me to go fully down this line. I couldn't make the turn hard enough. I actually wanted to try to go down the 4 line, but I just couldn't cut the turn enough. So I decided to go around this island. Otherwise, I would have just had to make a dead stop and might have hit the island, because Henry is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I also wanted to keep getting shots to guarantee the kill, because I wasn't sure if I see some wide open shot for MS.
And this is where my positioning bit me in the ass, because I couldn't turn out at this point without that Yamato getting my broadside.
Yeah,
I'm getting focused down. So in a normal battle, I would not be considered all that far forward, but as soon as I saw them pushing that hard, I should have backed the hell.
I mean, yeah. Look how far back me and Lobster are. Like we're
right,
really far back.
Didn't they say to turn around too? Or
they said to turn around, but it was at the point where the Yamato had already gotten my broadside, so I couldn't really turn without him just destroying me.
So
Yeah, if we had to.
turn.
Go ahead, Shadow.
You guys stern take Moskva a lot when you guys play these? When you guys use
Yeah.
them?
Depends
the
on the
off-flank
comp.
Moscow always turns tanks.
Yeah, pretty much, and it really depends on the comp too. In this case, you especially want to be caught off stern tanking. Like MS's play over here was to use that island as cover, and not really move up too much. So, but Kaiser doesn't really have a beautiful island like that. Even that island at what, D9 or whatever that is. That one is not a very big island, so it doesn't work as well.
So for the offlink, like especially our offlink with only 2 ships, you never want to. The point is not to push. The point is to stall. Even if you like let the enemy have the off cap, like that's okay, because you being alive is much more important. So unless we know that there is only 1 or maybe 2 ships that we can take, we're never pushing on the offlink.
Okay.
So
So
right
like in
here,
your game, if or
Go
go ahead.
I was gonna say right here, our plan, at least for me and MS, was to push me down towards like the G line, get some flanks on them, but then they're pushing into the cap hard. Kozuro is getting in trouble with Goiter Ninja.
I was
So I hit the brakes. I'm trying to see how quickly he's moving, and then once I can get over shells over this island, I try to get him. And we need to kill him quick, so I load AP, pop reload booster.
So I haven't seen you pop reload boost all this entire round.
I haven't needed to up until now.
Fair enough.
There's just one ship I was shooting at, so.
And Koz dies as usual.
as usual. That was the only time I died that night. What do you mean?
Yeah. If you were number 1 daring, maybe.
Oh my god. I'm when Doff's number 1 daring.
Big thonk.
So we're calling out our focus fires here. As you can see, they're running into a wall now.
Oh, so what I was going to say earlier, actually, was if DD had capped C and then everybody retreated back from it to ever kind of consolidate around the B-ish area, kind of middle B. So you can decap or kill anybody, that one Henry who could possibly go to C, but then you were still consolidated enough to focus fire. And that's kind of the general gist of what we're doing here.
Okay.
Because yeah, now we're just trying to encapsulate them. We realized, okay, we're gonna lose. We can't take C because they're just gonna blast through it. We had our daring early on capture AB, because that's gonna be the easiest for us to defend, and their ships with crappy concealment and so on. So it's gonna be easy for us to hold off those, and also C's in the middle of an island. So, or surrounded by islands. Flap goes the Henry.
No AP used against you. That's awkward.
Henry Citadel's pretty low, so you have to really get right at that water line to get consistent Citadel.
So right now here, I'm struggling to choose. Do I want to blast forward and not get shells in this Yamato?
You haven't gone 1 second without the engine boost, have you, Gooski?
Nah, I think I used it once already and then had it come back.
Yeah, I think this is your second use.
Yeah, that's
Generally,
what I was.
yeah, you burn it right at the start of the match, and then as soon as it comes off cooldown, you hit
Comes
it
up.
again.
Okay. This to speed juking. and
I
all that
do
other thing.
use the engine boost, like special module.
Which increases the duration of speed boost.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
it's by
believe
like nearly 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's really good.
4:30 for full.
I should be aiming
It's-
higher here.
You should be aiming much more forward as well.
Yeah. I thought the Yami was gonna stay slow, but he didn't.
Didn't
I was
the
an idiot.
Gamey Citadel actually move?
No.
No, the torpedo bulge did.
Okay.
So technically, the Citadel is a slightly more exposed, but in practice, it's really not much of a difference.
Okay. So it's still the same, pretty much cheek area. That you
Also,
wanna aim for.
they changed the angle. I think they made the angle a little sharper. But
Look
again,
where
it was
our,
only a couple degrees.
Or Zhao and Moskva are from the off flank. They're all the way on the B line.
Wow, you
Alright.
guys kited so far. Holy.
Dude,
It
if the
works,
off
though.
flank falls, then we lose. The off
Mhm.
flank can't fall.
I know.
The off flank
mean-
didn't fall.
I mean, yeah, that's also another case that happened in the previous game. Is once they pushed through BA, then Battleship was just surrounded and he couldn't really do anything. Versus here, we just kept kiting back and back and back, and they had to go through C. They couldn't really go behind our team because we were just constantly kiting away and not letting them push through.
Which one is this game? Oh,
The one where they had a lockdown on A, but we had a better lockdown.
Oh, this is where I avenged Klein.
Can we do the one
you-
with Lobster next?
What do you mean?
You know the match.
The one where he gets blapped?
you mean
The one
Yeah,
we
that
lose?
No,
What are they-
not
Oh, the first one.
No, don't. You can't spoil the ending. But
First
you know
one.
the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, the
Oh, no.
first match.
It's this one.
Was it
No,
the
this
first
is the
one?
second match.
Oh, it was the first match.
Trubisky, it's the first match.
Good job, boys.
This is the first match of the night.
No, this is the second one. You didn't record the first match?
No, I did.
Oh my god! How could you not record the first match?
Oh, this one? Oh yeah!
You didn't
Oh yeah, yeah,
record the
yeah, yeah.
first
No, it's right
match.
here. It's right
Oh
here.
my
It's
God,
playing.
dude.
It's right. Look at the screen.
Look, the off flank is carrying the game.
Look at this. All right, so it's a 2-on-3.
Yeah, I did not realize I was going that far forward.
We
That
should
was
have
my
our
bad.
audio before the game ends, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we should all just shut up.
Yeah, okay, let's
Yeah,
just shut
we
up
gotta
for this.
experience this.
Yep.
We would have done great if
I
I
believe in
ordered
you, Lobster.
McDonald's.
We believe in you.
Yeah, just
Nice.
go dark now. Go dark now. If possible.
Try.
How close is the mouse with you?
Radar.
Mouse is
Sorry.
close enough to the radar.
It's only 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Do you have a heal?
Not yet. 46 seconds.
Oof.
And Moscow's gonna run you down.
Yeah.
He's in Hermal
Body
spot.
rage. Fuck. If you can prevent him from using his third turret, you should be able to survive.
It's the Henry, that's also
also dodge the
killing
Henry. Yeah.
How much time left?
22 seconds. But I don't think a whole
No
lot
pressure.
less.
He
than
can
that.
survive.
He's not gonna survive 22 seconds.
If he gets a
No,
heal,
no, he can survive 22 seconds.
We've got 12 seconds until heal.
keep dodging.
Oh,
Yeah,
No.
no. No.
no.
Not easy. We got this. Easy.
Oh, get out of here!
Fuck everything.
Who didn't believe in him?
Bad.
I did.
What?
What?
How?
What?
We won!
What?
Did you see that tick? +2,
Oh,
-60
man.
immediately at the same time. +2, like a fraction of the second first.
I was watching the stream at work. I freaked out.
Were you like sitting at your
Bro,
desk going, yeah!
okay.
Oh shit.
I didn't say anything, but I like raised my hands and like sat. I stood up. I was in a lab, like a
Dog
computer
chat
lab
in
full of
real
people.
life.
I mean, that was also a really good game. 28 points. Like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Dude, we're so good.
You know,
Yeah.
this game is the Koz and me Hurricane promotion game of season 2.
Oh, like how Kozuro got ran down in this game and
No, how the
Whoa,
off flank, you know,
oh,
we die, but we still win. So.
you carried
ran
it.
down. I didn't get ran down. I got ran down by a Henry though. That was tragic. I had no support when he turned
Yeah.
that corner.
Terrible team, no
You
support.
know how scary that is? Seeing a Henry at 3 kilometers turn the corner.
Probably like.
Dude, just dodge.
Please help me.
Start this one up. I think this is one of our ones where we went almost. I think 2-0, 3-0 with a 2 on recomp.
Oh wait, are we
Did
watching?
we win
replay
against
review?
that
What's going on?
QWQ game?
I think that might be one.
of.
Announcements.
We're not just watching replay reviews. We're watching clutch play reviews.
Yeah, we're watching
okay.
clutch play reviews.
So it's gonna be Shadow sending one of his gloating battles.
What?
No. We're the ones that are flexing.
Like the game
Yeah.
that we lost one
Can we get that replay where I blapped Dolphin Princess?
No.
from last season.
Yeah. I mean, if we're gloating.
Is that like your high point?
Yeah, well, was that your game
pretty
god
much.
moment?
Technically
come
that
on.
isn't DP anymore.
If-
so I don't know.
If you blap Dolphin Princess, are you not gonna feel like a god for a little bit?
No.
He does say he gets blapped twice a day, so.
Yeah, but in a competitive environment.
Okay,
He was in a Stalingrad.
Oof.
Damn, even in like the clan battles, the port looks so weird. All of our ships are dead. 2 enemy ships are
And
left.
Nuggurski, I can't walk you through this one. I don't remember this one.
Oh no.
Wow.
What are we watching here?
Was this today or
Wait,
what?
Gretzky, check if he has detonation flags.
This was last Wednesday or Thursday. I popped in for a couple battles, and they were like, "Hey, let's do it double on me comp." It ended up working out really well.
Oh, you do have death flags. Whew.
Yeah.
Is this where I
Death
watch
flags, of
shitty,
course.
shitty on replay? Okay. Alright.
You should probably have like heal flag and speed flag and I don't know what other good flags.
Heal flag for sure.
You're
Like-
not running like every flag. What?
I'm running all my special flags. I have like 20,000 of them in my port right now.
Nah, man, you gotta run all economic flags.
No
All
death
right.
flags either.
Clan battles is the best time to farm resources.
But you don't even get the 2 times win bonus. It's so bad.
Yeah,
God,
but
is
do
this
you know
a-
how many credits you can earn?
I can't remember this one. I think this is a clutch, or did we lose this one? I can't fucking remember.
Oh wait.
No,
you're not
this
doing
is-
speed boost? What's going
No.
on?
Hey,
speed
hey,
boost?
hey, 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 hey. Good
That's-
already talked to me about mix. Calm down.
I mean, he
Fuck
brings a
that
good
beast.
point. Like, you could easily be in the G square right now.
Yeah. That's less than the next time I
You
play.
know what they say
Honor.
about the G square? It's like G spot.
Jesus.
Spood Beast for life.
Ugh.
Like, why even bring premium Spood Beast at this point?
Yeah. Well, thank you for letting me know, guys, for next time I play Honorary. I don't play Honorary very much. So I'm not used to. We're in clan battles in general.
Well, now you can chide everybody else, all the honorees that you do play with, if they.
I mean, general rule with Viking, I think your mic cut out. General rule with ships, like any ship in this game, is play it to its strong suit, and Henry's strong suit is speed and DPM
Okay.
and troll armor. But that goes both ways.
Okay. So for pretty much all these battles that I could send you all 4 or 5 of them, it's me and Splendid on the off flank, and the rest of the guys are pretty much being on flank. I think we've set our Des Moines right there, just in case something happened. Wait, no, this was our on flank, JK.
I was gonna
So it
say,
was-
this is a pretty
Yeah, my
strong
bad.
off flank.
No, it's Stalingrad and Honorary, so it's Magic and Pilot. Not Pilot. Yeah.
That's how Bravo does it. They devote 4 ships to buy time, and then 2 ships to do the push.
Dude, that's some next level stuff.
Dude, maybe we should take that approach.
I mean, that's
I
what
mean,
we did
me
with
and
the
Ops-
Haragumo.
We carry the game all the time anyway.
I mean, when we ran the Haragumo Stalin comp, that was all about like the off flank just kicking ass while the main flank just delayed.
Man, that was a good combo.
It was. I wish that was still
While
meta.
it worked.
Ooh, Yikes is number 1.
We had the
Are
best
they really?
offlane tonight in Bravo.
Was it as good as Kaiser Knight or Lobster and Kaiser?
We had our offlane go 2 ship V7 and die right off the bat, and didn't buy us any time at all. And I was like, really, dude?
That only happened to us once.
Did it?
So
On
about the
BN game.
replay, I'm gonna say your Montana's not in a good spot. He's too far. He can't really get good, helpful shots out.
Also, nobody's in a good spot
have a-
to radar and deny C or cap
Yep.
it.
And they have a really weak AB, and
Yeah,
they're way better positioned at C than you guys are. You're all too far back.
yeah. All of you guys are like in kiting positions. Like none of them, no flank looks like it's ready to push.
The
And
offlane,
so I would say, I don't know. Given this position, the only ship you need to push that west flank, and the only ship that really is in a position to do that would be the Des Moines, but he's kind of dug in.
So, what do you think next time? Our Des Moines should be up more, or
Des Moines probably shouldn't
Des
be at
Moines?
C.
Yeah, the Des Moines position right now is more of a Moskva Stalingrad position because it's got longer range radar for C and it's got better long range guns. the Des Moines position that we usually go with is right at that square there that they're pinging.
Also, you've given up
Um,
AB, and like at least if you're gonna ignore AB, have somebody there that can stop it because you've just given it away for free.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so now they have 2 caps, and all they have to do is sit on their ass, and they win. So it's on you now to push into them and crush them, and see how they're consolidating. They're going to make it very difficult to crush.
Like I said, can't remember if this is a win or loss.
Yeah, the way that you guys are playing it, right? You're using your bump their DD, which is kind of like a super, I don't know, like a risky play. Like you should be using your radar to capture the other DD and chunk their health, right? And the flank that you're playing of your Zhao, you're doing it completely wrong. Like you're as a Henry, you and the Zhao playing that same flank together, you're too far apart, right? Like your first priority target is at Des Moines. Someone should have kept that Des Moines spotted, and then you guys just basically ignore that Henri and kill that Des Moines. Because once you kill that Des Moines, you free up the cap for your DD to go into. Because your radar cruiser can safely cover the cap, and then your DD can basically reverse in and grab it, right? But you're just taking pot shots there where you have not killed the one ship that controls that C cap, which is their Des Moines. So you guys are just like randomly shooting everywhere, shooting this, shooting that, and wasting a lot of time in DPM. Like once you kill that Des Moines, what are they gonna do? Park a Yamato there to protect C? They're not, right? The Yamato's gonna stay there. The Henri is gonna get focused down next, and he's gonna keep kiting away, which means that there's no one protecting C. Like the only way they can prevent you from capping C is to get into a DD gunfight.
If their Des Moines is smart, he's already out of there. Like he has no reason to be there anymore. They don't need that. I guess your Stalingrad is posing a threat, but he's
Yeah, I would say that's a good move on the Stalingrad.
yeah, that was a good move for Pilot to do.
Because now they can't just ignore that west flank. So
However, Pilot, it looks like he might be broadside to that Yamato.
I think he had a good idea. I think he's a little too aggressive.
He's probably trying to
moving
help
too
out the
far.
Henry, and now he's put
True.
himself in a bad spot. However, if he does move up, he could be okay. But the Yamato can't shoot him.
I think he's already safe from the Yamato.
So yeah, right here is where a speed boost would be really great. It does help with your acceleration a little bit, right? So popping it helps you rock back and forth, doing a better job at speed juking.
Okay.
Right, and right now, so where the Zhao is where you should be, right? Like the Des Moines can shoot into C from the bottom. No one can shoot into C from aside from the Zhao.
And
Right?
I'm
You're
not
in,
seeing.
like, a kind of a bad spot.
Maybe you guys are calling it out, but I'm not seeing any calls for focus fire.
No, we did really bad with the Omni comp with not calling focus fire. I will say that much, and that's one thing, Charlie. Us personally, we really need to work on is focusing that fire down and getting ships down, because that's honestly what's kind of screwing us over at the moment.
And
Yeah,
I would
like-
also say that generally Henri comps are strongest when the Henris are together.
Okay.
Because when 2 Henris both pop reload booster and shoot the same target, that target dies real quick.
Yep.
That
I
was
love
a good
that.
shot.
I love that 20k salvo that I did on Des Moines. So
I mean, it doesn't have to be a shot
So
caller
just imagine
calling
if you
out.
had 2 Henris doing that. That Des Moines would have been dead a long time ago.
yeah,
Which
that
is why
shit
it's
sucks.
so scary when they push you.
I know, and
And
that's why
so-
Charlie team struggles with it so fucking much.
Yeah, so when you do have a 2 Henri comp, when you push with that, I would say put them together.
Look at that
Have
Yamato.
the
It's
Zhao
like
on this off flank, send 2 Henris to the or have the Zhao on this flank, send you over to the west flank with the other Henri.
Oh my god,
And-
you have a...
No Hydro.
Yeah.
Your Hydro,
Yeah.
dude, use it.
Rookie mistake.
Oh my god.
yeah, so yeah,
You're
again
bullying
on
me.
the shot calling thing, or not shot calling, the focus fire target, doesn't have to be you, and sometimes Alpha will even notice, like, hey, who is our focus fire here? Because everybody's shooting at something different. Like, what are we doing here, guys? And somebody will call
Like
it
you
out.
want to pop the reload booster.
Yep.
But I
Yeah.
will say you guys are adapting well to the situation as it's unfolded. You guys
Yeah.
have moved up to contest them on 2 sides. You are getting ships down. you have 2 caps. Even if one of them's contested, they're no longer winning from caps. Like you guys you're adjusting well. I would say the main weakness was in the initial kind of deployment of where your positioning is, and then the initial response as things developed. Once you knew kind of where everything was, it seems like you're doing a pretty good job responding.
And you should have popped reload booster earlier. Like once a battleship gets around 10k, pop reload booster. You could probably kill it. Just had that. I wasn't paying attention to when the Yamato was cycling heals, but had that Yamato popped heal, probably could have lived for a while longer. You guys would have got him, but that might have been enough for him to get one salvo that would have done, could have done something.
Yeah, like Rusky, like go over like what kind of situations you'd want to pop reload booster and like.
Basically, anytime you get somebody who has low health, anybody with like 10k health, you want to use it. If it's like 2k, if you have solid focus fire, probably not, especially for a cruiser. But anytime you get somebody low health, like about 10k, or when you get somebody stuck flat broadside where they're really not going to move, like say you could hit that Moskva and you were a little bit closer, pop reload booster. Just to kill them off, or just to get those citadels right away.
Or the other major is when someone calls that the ship has used DCP.
Yes.
Use it to stack fires.
Yeah, Henry has a pretty good fire chance, so if a battleship or cruiser use DCP, you pop a fire or two, that's going to do at least, 15k, approximately?
And that's something that you guys have to work on with communication. Like, calling out DCPs is very important.
And as far as reload booster, also, like, adding to that, my personal philosophy is that reload boosters that are unused are wasted, or like damage that's still on the table. If there's a situation, like if you know where all their ships are and there's not one that's like lower health, or you might want to, but there's like a Moskva that's just kind of sitting on that island, if you pop that reload booster, you can set 2-3 fires on him, force the damage control, and then if your team can focus, it'll burn them down. Because it's honestly on a pretty quick cooldown. It's like what, a minute?
Yeah. And
so if things are getting stale, you can kind of kick things in your favor a little bit by burst damaging, especially a dug-in ship like a battleship or a Moskva or a Stalingrad. If you can get them to burn their damage control, then you can have your team focus them down, get fires, get floods, and then their damage will go down real quick. Okay. And you don't have to pop it at that 10k mark. But again, that's kind of at your discretion. If you can see them starting, if someone else gets fires, you might want to hang on, wait for them to damage control.
And I would say on the topic of DEDs, if you're close enough to reliably hit them, use it. But if it's a long range, don't use it. Like, Henry's arcs are so floaty. I have a trouble hitting DDs more than like 10 km away if they're paying attention to me. It's really easy for them to dodge them.
Okay.
Obviously, if it's like a low health DD and you guys need the kill, pop that fucker. Try to get anything you can, but
I most of the time use it against the Moskva, Stalin, or a battleship. Just DDs are, basically what Gresky said.
What did BFK say about Henry reload booster? If you're not getting 20 to 30k each reload booster, you used it wrong.
Yeah, it's the Henry strength is its burst DPM, not its overall DPM. So the more you use that burst DPM, the more you're using the Henry strength.
Think of it, your reload goes down to 4.5 seconds? That's
you become a Des Moines with better guns.
Yeah, you become a Des Moines with a lot bigger guns.
What map is Path Warrior, by the way?
Warrior's Path?
Yeah.
Which map is it?
Yeah, Warrior Path. What's its layout? Is that with the ACAP kind of on the in between the
ACAP west flank in the middle of a bunch of islands, and then BC are on the east side, and they're the home cap.
I think this one. I want you to watch this one, Grisky, because this one is intriguing. I'm sorry about all the replays I'm sending. All the feedback I can get on replay, though, I could really use. So this one I can actually kind of walk through if you want to show it.
Yeah, I'm getting it together.
I think this one is worth showing as well when we're on, but we can do it afterward.
My bad.
I'll show this
I
one
kinda
for
we
the
can
watch it
moment. I'll
afterwards.
show this one for the moment. This one is actually where we get screwed pretty early and then come back. And AP is actually a pretty good team. I think they're kind of underrated. Or am I thinking of HE? I forget which one.
Typhoon.
Yeah. You generally see them kind of don't fear them, but they're pretty respectable.
Who? AP?
Yeah.
Aren't they Asian?
They're
Are they
they're
Asian?
Asian. They are.
Well, then never mind. They suck.
I don't think they're rerolls though. They've been here for a while.
Yeah, we've fought them, I think, in our first COTS or something, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
So right here, this Yamato gets like the perfect salvo. Oh, it's so painful.
Just dodge.
Yeah, just don't get hit. So Lark is following up with the Des Moines, and our strategy is to win this rock, keep them away, so that way Kozuro and the Daring can cap, which he already did, but we need to hold the island. Now their Des Moines is trying to take this island, and our Des Moines is trying to get here. The idea is that I could, help keep this flank, but I'm so low health, I just need to kind of live for a little bit and heal back, lick my wounds.
And you guys do that really well to the point where this Des Moines can't exploit his position as well as he might hope.
No, like
MS might disagree because he was
MS
a
is
huge
getting
name,
focus fire.
but
MS always thinks he's gonna die.
I mean, he
See, if
he
MS would have
does
gone to
always
the
die.
other island, he would have been fine. But no.
Yeah, I'm
he's
not sure why
aggressive.
he turned into that island.
I play with fate a little bit here.
Detected still pushes out.
So me and Lark don't have the health to push this Des Moines, and this Des Moines doesn't have the health to push both of us. So we're at a stalemate, but we're holding our ground.
And that's what you kind of want to do, isn't it?
Well, I mean, we just wanted this. Right now, they're not in a position to cap. Their Grozavoy is near, but if the Grozavoy moves up, he's going to get radared. Also, the Daring should win in a close-in fight between the two. So the Grozavoy is looking for a longer range fight on the Daring, and if Kozuro is smart, which he is, he just kind of plays like a longer...
Something
Well,
number 3 Daring.
Oh
And
my
the other
God.
thing about the positioning of Grusky and Lark here is these two ships are keeping this entire team from dying, because if they get around this island, they win. Like, full stop.
Yeah, if they get around this island, if we weren't here, which that was their plan for sure, they were going to put that Henry in the Des Moines just like we were doing, but we got there first. And MS's position actually really stopped their Henry from moving forward. So, like, they can't do anything.
Because if they got around this island, they've encircled us, and then it's just we can't angle to everybody, and you just get burned down, farmed down, blapped down, everybody dies. And so this point right here is super critical.
Gretzky, there's a sign that says if you're gonna shoot into an island or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that lies.
Sometimes
a
it
lot.
does lie.
It's
Well, yeah,
based
because
on
it
the-
only focuses
it's
on
based
one
on
of
the
them.
very middle of your ship. It's based on like your mast. So
Oh, is it? I thought it's depending on which turret you're looking at from.
no, it's based on the center of your ship.
Sometimes I can get my front two guns off, and my back gun won't make.
It's the same location that you're based on your spotting from.
So I popped Reload Booster here because MS really wanted him dead, so I just wanted to do as much damage as I can, if nothing else, to kind of try to convince him to go dark. I knew I probably wouldn't kill him, but Lark poked around the corner too, and we were just trying to get him off MS. But MS was actually already dead. What do we need him dead for?
Just revenge.
Maybe I'm mixing up times. But yeah, I think I didn't want him pushing us.
MS was calling for him to die because he was low health.
Oh, that too, and also I realized, okay, that's where I was getting mixed up. Their Yamato is pushing up on us. I wanted to scare him off a little bit, so that way if those two pushed on us, we'd be really screwed. We can kind of survive against the Yamato with using concealment in the island to hide, but if that Henry would have ran me down and ran Lark down, and that Des Moines came around too, we would have been screwed.
Yeah.
And I think any second here is when
Calculated.
That it's
AR.
Yeah, he's just getting maximum damage per minute.
Yeah. Just buffing his AR.
It's fine. But we've delayed them long enough that now that it's hard for them to come back because they can't run towards C to stop C. If you see our offlink has moved up.
Yeah,
We got-
offlink actually is winning because offlink's so good.
Well, that's how you should have an offlink. Like, that Moskva is there and the Zao is there to get its create angles. They can't angle against the Moskva and the Zao very easily at all.
Watch me wreck that, girls.
See what I mean? It's hard for me. I have a hard time hitting DDs long range and Henry. I don't
can
know.
sometimes do it.
That's the point where I blapped the Des Moines, but I think my mic cut out and nobody seemed to notice.
Oh, is that why no one knew he died?
Nobody knew
Yeah.
he died. I blapped him. I was like, I got the Des Moines, guys.
I think Lark
Yeah,
noticed.
And then everyone was still freaking out.
Well,
like, no,
actually,
he's
I was
dead.
busy with the crows, so I don't think I noticed.
I was busy
anything.
shitting my pants, realizing that the Simato is spotting me, and I need to get away from him. And then I run into the map edge, and I was like, "Fuck!"
No, that's super helpful to be in.
No,
Yeah,
because
it's
I wanted
really
to
hard
outride
to aim
him.
someone on the
No, no,
map.
So
I was
if your
just
aim
about to.
assist is-
No. If I slow down, I wouldn't be dark. Right now, I'm dark. I don't need to worry about aim right now.
Hmm.
Because also, their Henry could just turn his guns and actually pay attention to me, and I would have died.
Nah, you could take him.
But also, we could probably lose me and Kozero and still be okay.
Yeah, we took forever to kill that Moscow. Just wouldn't die.
I could have capped their home base.
Wait, is Lark here?
No. Oh,
No.
Lark's in the game, but he's
How
not
you,
in the room.
This is how you hang out your friends to die here. Watch Lark get kicked.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you. who told Lark to go onto the island? The island's wise.
That was me. Oh.
Oh yeah.
If you want to see hanging him to die, that game, yikes.
It was earlier than this because I wasn't here for that game.
Yeah, it was earlier. I think it was like second or third game. Oh, this game.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Engage. Oof. Was Enderlin playing?
No.
Guess
We
not.
fought those guys twice too. So.
Alright, listen to
Is
this.
that what we're calling it now? Lark death?
Oh,
No,
did
the
I
Des
miss
Moines
something?
Hero.
Oh no, what did I miss?
I love how we told Lark to go somewhere and immediately call it the Suicide Island.
You got this, Lark. I believe in you.
Go to the Forest of Doom. Don't worry, it's safe there.
It's like an Iceland, Greenland type deal.
Thank you for inferring what I started to say with like broken English.
Broken English.
Lark, you won't
Yeah,
die.
please don't let
Trust me.
them push and get an egg on.
I'm here, Lark. I got
Guys
you.
are-
man.
Oh,
sort
this
of
was the
behind you
match
right
that
now.
I could hear but not watch.
Lark, if you do tend to get overwhelmed, the first chance you get to run away, take it, because the longer you wait, the more they're just going to pincer you in.
Okay, though.
Kaiser, I've got a position for.
If you run, you're a fucking
Well,
coward.
more like here.
Okay. I'll be hugging like these islands.
That feel when MS takes the whole Soviet thing a little too far and waits in the back lines and is going to shoot you as you try to retreat.
Not one step backwards.
Kaiser, are you gonna hug
I'm
those
radar.
pointing away though?
Should I?
Oh
I was gonna see how many ships they have at A.
Watch Lark's health.
Detected! Oh no!
Don't run into the island, cuz.
I'm fine, dude. Chill out.
Well, yeah.
Oh, they got Yagami. Okay, I'm definitely not turning in.
Just going to
Oh,
the
God, not like this.
So,
I'm hard.
Oh!
Yeah. Holy God.
Oh my
I
god.
Oh my
don't
God.
like life.
I like it.
What happened,
Everything.
dude?
Oh,
The
wow.
Yamato and the Masva were perfectly set up to
That's why
shoot
the
me.
island is like-
Oh no.
Dude, it's
Sounds
like
like a
a
matter.
to that
Yeah.
island.
That's why you said
I
shit.
guess
Yeah,
you
why-
couldn't
why'd
have
you go to that
Suicide
island?
There's like no sense of
God,
stability.
you
My
guys.
word.
Immediately as he gets hit, we all go, dude, why the fuck did you go there?
I had no idea what was going on. I just remembered like everybody going, "God damn!" Like, Lark, go there, go there, go there. Why the fuck did you go there? You fucking idiot! Like,
we were taking notes from that cute clan. That one time they ripped apart their Zao.
oh my god, dude, they were mean. And he
Right?
was playing fine.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, this is the last one, then I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, my wife is starting to get irritated with me, so I gotta get off soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Lame.
I'm loading this one up.
I think this one's actually a half decent one too, if I remember correctly.
So we played Daki tonight, Alpha team.
Uh-huh. Oh,
They,
they're live? Wow.
Yeah, they use the minnow in the same position the Lark was in. And so I walked up to him in my Stalingrad, I capped out in Stalingrad, and I blapped the minnow.
Yikes. Who was it? Do you know who was in the Mino?
It was in
Uh,
Rizzo, bro. I can't.
It was
I
in
can
Rizzo?
pull-
Oh my god.
Ah, damn.
Are you sure it was him, dude? I don't know.
Darn it.
What?
That's not the it's not the one I wanted, but it will. I'll take
Oh,
it.
if you send it real quick, I can do it.
Do. Where's my
I mean,
replace?
whoever's in game right now can look it up in that battle, but I forgot who it was.
But look how fast Henry is now. It's like you're using double speed boost.
Yo, this is actually the tier 10 French DD right here, work in progress.
It's India, right?
North is that one, so it's gotta be this one. I think it's this one.
Oh, Toshiro's actually playing? Wow.
Yeah.
I forgot, is he actually good? I don't remember.
Toshira, he's getting there. He's gotten better over the times we played at this point.
Yeah, that's good.
I know some guys are getting irritated with who is that?
You guys are on stream, so might not want to name names.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Someone's getting irritated with someone for something someone else is doing. Let's just put it that way.
Let me guess, it's probably Shadow. Shadow's.
Yeah, totally. Totes.
Yeah, this Shadow guy, dude. Yikes, bro.
Oh, really? This one?
This one, yes.
Oh no.
Did you just want like Master Chief to see this one?
What?
What happens in this game? What's
Against
special
90th
about
B.
this game? Oh. Okay.
We actually won this one too. Cough, cough.
Oh, spoiler alert! Jeez.
Wow, spoiler.
It's like spoiling Endgame. Come on.
Wow.
Well, shit. I'm sorry. Then no, we lose this one, guys. Come on now.
No, it's
Can't be
too long.
90th.
I know, it's such a spoiler because I expect Shadow to lose every game.
Alright, you better pop speed boost here, dude. This is a big map. If you don't,
Actually,
hit.
hold on.
I'm hitting Y right now. Like, it's not working.
Actually, I think once I know where I'm going, I believe I pop it. That's a great
I
fucking
hope you
question.
do, dude.
Oh my god, I'm so triggered. Oh yes, thank God. Woo!
It was
Oh, but
like that
you-
one time I was in my
Come
Des
on.
Moines saving my heals, and Grusky's like, "Pop your fucking heal, bro."
I was like, I wanted to show Gruski this one just because I showed him I can actually use my speed boost for once.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure, dude.
Alright.
Meme
Dow.
review. Come on.
Meme review. What?
Oh, mean review. Alright. Cool. How do you find something mean to say in the first, like, 10 seconds?
Make fun of them for not using speed boost.
I guess.
Bro, where are you even aiming, dude?
Yo, why aren't you even shooting your guns?
Why are you? There's a broadside DD 4 kilometers from you. Why aren't you?
Shoot him. Shoot. Look, there's a broadside Zao too. Look at those citadels.
Be like BFK, just shoot your guns and see how many people's aiming at you so you don't swing your flank, right?
I've done that before.
Is that a legit strategy though?
If you're BFK, yes.
Oh, fair enough. No, the one thing I like about this replay is me and Splin I believe we focused down really well. But then, who is it? Our Des Moines gets just completely I'm not gonna spoil it. It's funny though. So I was like, what the hell happens?
I'm fast forwarding.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of boring because I'm not shooting my guns. Splin's shooting, I'm just staying hidden.
See, that's not actually a bad idea. If you're trying to get to that island, that's okay. Now,
Whoa, I
Zhao
thought
going
that
to
was
that
that word.
island is, Well, I mean, it's not super questionable, but it's just Zhao isn't optimal at the island.
Fair enough.
But it seems like there's not much challenging you on the 2-3 line, so it's actually okay that Zhao can have pretty good cover. So, kind of working out.
No,
What
we
is
had
this
just
90th tactic? This is super questionable. Why are you going for the cap when you have zero map control around A? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like, they just expect that you're going to run right into the cap, trap you with their 2 Des Moines.
yeah.
That's what they want.
No, Nav has figured something out. He's stuck around me and Splin when we were doing the double Henry comp. He just was either smoking us up, giving us cover, or torpedoing the shit out of the two beach Des Moines, or the two nose on Des Moines, or giving me and Splin spotting at this point.
Yeah, right now
Splin
nothing's
is
stopping
holding
you
shots on
from.
purpose. Why are you using AP?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god, this is worse than not using speed boost.
Yeah, dude, look at all those citadels you can get. Nice, man.
Yeah,
So
thank
right
you.
now it's good to charge around this island. What are they gonna? What are two Des Moines gonna do in a long range fight against you?
Much. And we ended up driving that Des Moines out of that
You
fucking
guys,
island.
you guys are making a huge mistake right now, though. That Nav went around that island and has no help. If he ran into their gearing, the gearing would have had support, and Nav would not have had support. So you guys could have
Fair.
lost Nav right there if their gearing was feeling squirrely.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
shit,
4
you're still
bounces.
using AP, dude.
Yeah, I
Wait,
switched to
wait.
HE. Come on now.
I was about to say, if you use a reload booster and kept trying to citadel him, I would just shut off my computer and call it a night.
Alright, so there's the gearing. You guys gotta focus him down.
I still would also say, I think, just in terms
Oh,
of
I did
ship
pop
placement
ancient.
wise, it's better. It would have been better if you swapped your Zhao and your other Henry.
Yeah, having the double Henry comp once again.
Double Henry, and then Zhao is an excellent off-flank ship because you can scout better than almost any other cruiser, aside from a Minotaur, and
Booster.
they would be stupid to send a Minotaur to scout like that.
So
Um,
it's good to not use your speed boost right now because you'll outpace your allied ships. So that's actually, for one time, I will not yell at you.
I mean, I was gonna mention that too. Is like, though, I think the reason I'm so iffy about using my speed boost on the on-raid, especially like on or off flank, it doesn't matter. I don't want to overextend myself and then find myself, oh shit, I'm too far out. I'm screwed.
That's another reason that it's a good idea to have two Henrys together. If you
So
coordinate speed boosts, you stay together.
you're pushing with an 11. You're at 11 clock from the Des Moines. You literally gave up your long range shooting and shell dodging capability to get into the Des Moines kill zone at 11 kilometers. Not gonna miss you.
At this point, though, by drawing in the net, keeping them encircled and retreating, he's got double smoke.
Are you
It's
running
not
expert
a
loader?
Super huge.
No.
You should
I just
be.
pop-
Um, if
maybe?
not, if you were running expert loader, you should have let that salvo load, or instead of firing it, like let it load, switch your shells, and pop the AP right then. You would have had a juicy broadside.
Okay.
I incredibly love expert loader on Henry, because if you actually combined it with reload booster, if you realize you get a juicy broadside, pop, switch to AP, pop reload booster so it reloads in a second, and then get that broadside shot. If it's a really good one, you're gonna get some good hits on.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, I was like, I was thinking one of them would come back around the island, and they never did. So
If you don't have reload booster, if you plan it right and you're gonna get a good shot, you can use reload booster as your sort of poor man's expert
Are you
loader.
guys seeing this? Nav is opening fire and is gearing. Oh my goodness.
Oh dear, there's someone behind your Des Moines.
yeah, this is where we're like, oh shit, there's someone behind Captain.
I was gonna say, where did that Des Moines go? And,
Yeah, our Montana was like, oh shit, how the hell did he go unspotted? He calculated that crap because our Montana had him, I think, a kilometer away from him. That Des Moines calculated that when
why
he did that.
is your Montana that far over on sea?
Yeah.
No idea, actually. I can't remember why we had our Monty so far over
Yikes.
that
The
way.
only reason why he should ever be that over at sea like that is if sea's getting overrun.
Because he should be typical middle of the map, shouldn't he?
And now you guys are in a bad spot. There's a Zhao and a Henry that's bow on to a close in Des Moines and a Kerr first.
Yeah.
You guys are right to shoot the Des Moines first. You guys need Nav to land a shit ton of torps.
Except Nav went chasing after the Des Moines.
Yeah.
Well,
That
he
happened.
was right to keep it spotted, but Nav I think was the only person to hit it though.
Now's where you hit reload booster to kill that Des Moines ASAP. So you
Moines.
can
Yeah.
try to finish
Because right now, then what you could do is you could possibly stand a chance with Nav coming over to smoke you guys.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, he smokes me up, and we ain't killing the Des Moines. He smokes me up. I'm like, all right, cool. I got unspotted from the curve for a secondary. I open fire. Nope, unspotted because he's 10 kilometers away from me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
11 kilometer smoke firing in Henri, right?
Yeah. And we even talked about that after the game. We were like, wait, hey, what's your smoke range? I was like, oh, yeah, it's 11 kilometers.
You can also get away if this Curfews keeps turning broadside. You can do a lot of damage if you shoot
With
just
AP?
above his belt armor. Yeah,
Okay.
shoot AP, but don't shoot at his belt. Shoot just above his belt. Shoot basically at his deck line.
Okay.
And if he keeps turning out, then just kind of either get one salvo off and then switch back, or don't bother. Because it's kind of a narrow window in when you can do good chunks of damage, but it's better to get consistent damage than roll the dice and hope
Okay.
that he doesn't stay broadside.
All right, here I'm going to point out something here, right? Look at your C cap flank. Like Magic is literally hanging out your Stalingrad to dry. Like he's playing it like it's a random battle. He's using the Stalingrad to tank while he's farming all the way from the back, right? So imagine that Zhao that's all the way down there, like whatever ship they have, Henri.
So yeah,
I don't know what ship is all the way down there. Imagine he walked up to G10. Your Stalingrad being wrecked. Any like good team, a good player will walk a ship up to that line when Magic is that far back.
I'm questioning why I didn't lost my troops.
So that was
See,
like really poorly played off flank where someone either overcommitted and said we're not going to push and we're just going to hold, and the Stalingrad overcommitted, or you guys did a push, but Magic did not follow through.
Also, oh yeah, you did pop reload booster. Yay!
I actually have my engine boost up.
but then you
off
fired
too.
torpedoes, so you didn't maximize it.
Max, yeah, you know.
But yeah, if you would have stayed
torpedoes,
where
right?
you were
Yeah.
when he smoked, you would have been fine because you'd have been behind the fire. You know, you would have been more than 11 kilometers or whatever it was away.
So because if I remember correctly, I don't have to be in the smoke to be smoked up. I just have to.
The smoke is breaking line of sight unless there's somebody else
Okay.
behind you spotting. Then yes, they can spot you.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys needlessly lost a lot of ships for not very good reason. Like they were making so many mistakes, and
How
then you
did
got
Magic die? What?
donk. Big donk. Next time Magic posts one of those like 200k Henry games, I'm like, bro, stop
Can
being
you
so
do that in clan battles?
stop being so cherry picking of your good games. Show us all your games.
Oh man.
I gotta take off.
But yeah, then end up that he died. Our Montana goes for the ram, misses. Kerfers ends up dying, and we win. So
Okay. Well, good night, Viking.
I mean, right now
See you
your
guys.
Montana should see if I can have a good night. Your Montana shouldn't be running towards the curve first.
he runs towards them, and we're all screaming ram, ram, ram.
But why? I guess it's the curve first is the only one left. Yeah, why not? Okay, never mind. I thought they had another ship left. Okay.
No, our Stalingrad ends up taking out their other ship.
Yeah, then fuck it, go for the ram. Or you're actually big brain and you load HE in the Montana and just keep firing it at the curve first. I mean, sadly, that it would actually probably kill him in like 3 salvos.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think in the beginning, good execution, good idea, and then got super sloppy after.
Well, it's kind of what I enjoyed about this match. This was actually one of the better Henry coordination games I played with Splend and Nav and all when we were doing this. Especially like you said, beginning of the game.
Nice shooting down that plane. I hope he's setting his AA sectors.
Fund is actually giving a lot of angle right now.
And this point, dude, why didn't you just ram? Come on now.
Oh, now he's gonna take torps from your gearing.
Yep. and I say, "Hey, watch the torps from the gearing," and it's too late by then.
He turned into it. Oh, there's like almost a GK sized hole in those torps.
Almost. And that's a 1. And that's a 2.